Made for live betting.
Hello and welcome back once again to the LOOT.BET Dota 2 series. It is Season 1 and it is the league. My name is Nomad. Joining me is Lizard as we get into Pavaga Jr. versus Aachen City Esports for the third game in its best of 3 series. It's coming down to the line. As game number 1, we saw a bit of a throw from Pavaga, and game number 2, we saw a bit of a throw from Aachen. Game number 3, who's going to throw this time around, or are we going to have a nice, close, well-fought game? I don't know. Let's find out. Lizard, how's it going?
It's great, man. I enjoyed the first 2 games. I kinda understood what's going to happen in both of those games, and it did.
Yeah, feels good. Feels good.
I mean, I would love to see something surprise me in this match. Aachen City Esports, they picked up that bench. If that bench is played on position 3, she can be really strong right now again, as the hero has been buffed up. And yeah, we see a lot of regions picking up bench again. We see a lot of Pudge as well in some pubs. I'm surprised we don't see Pudge maybe contested in this game too. That hero is strong again. You remember, like exactly a year ago, Pudge was highly contested in pubs. You would have the Crystal Maiden Pudge offlane, or just Pudge with that crazy hook cooldown. It's very similar now, but in a bit of a different way. You just take that passive. You have so much strength already, so much region. But yeah, Enchantress is back at least. She's really strong. She's a hero that doesn't really care about Warlock 2 on the lane. You can heal as much as you want. She has her little spirits to heal her up, and she's able to farm versus almost anyone. Aachen City Esports, they go with the Kunkka, hero that's good versus Warlock and Mars as well. That boat, that Ruam, definitely helps out versus all the damage that these two send out. So
Yeah, I think whenever you're considering heroes which you'd want to be in real life as well, I've always considered Kunk to be quite up there. You know, he's got a lot of cool spells for real life. You know, X marks, pretty neat. Want to go to the store, X marks yourself, go buy whatever, just pop
but
back
you have only like 8 seconds to go to the store and back. That's like the most useless spell ever.
No, well, I think when you're transferring them to real life, right? Think of how quickly the day and night cycles are in Dota, right? Then you need to kind of take those timings and address them to real life, right?
No. Don't be skewering stuff like that. Just let's talk realistically. You have an 8-second spell. What can you do with it? You can.
I can get a drink from my fridge.
Yeah, and X marks yourself back to the chair. You can, maybe. X yourself outside of a bank, go inside of a bank, steal a pen, and X mark yourself out. There's nothing more you can steal, I guess. You can, I don't know, but I'm certain you could do something with that X mark the spot that's significant.
Oh, I'm a pretty keen skier, so it'd be pretty cool to, like, you know, I wouldn't have to take a lift up to do, like, you know, jumps in the park, because, like, you know, a whole jump takes about maybe 5 seconds.
There you go.
So I can just constantly like loop jumps, get really sick at freestyle.
You know what you could do as well? You could jump out of a plane and X mark yourself back in.
Yeah,
right.
What use would that have?
Just fun, I guess.
Yeah, true. Skydiving without a parachute, you just jump in and then boop.
Yeah. It would be pretty boring though. Or if someone uses global silence on the other side of the...
Well...
That would be unfortunate.
It still triggers though.
Yeah, it would still go back. You're right.
Let's say before you jump, just a second before you jump. Anyway.
But if tornado passes through and you get used, then
then you're screwed. Yeah, then you're screwed. But then you can look at his other spells though, like boat. You know, it just call it on your friends. You all get rum. Easy life.
And you kill everyone around. Your friends get easy rum, but all all the random people just get squished by the boat.
Yeah, you have to make sure everybody in the room is your friend.
And how is that? Do you have a maximum of 4 friends? If you're words, can you have as many as possible?
Well, I don't know. I don't consider all my friends to be like, hero level of cool. I think some of my friends are creeps. So yeah, there's
It's
definitely a
not enough-
hierarchy there.
It's not enough damage to kill them at least, so it's
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just
Yeah,
casual bow
unless
on the
you're-
head.
unless your friends are little gnolls, those little guys. He gets squished.
I will admit though, Torrent and Tidebringer are both very useless.
I mean, you started this off with like, what hero I'd like to be, and then Kunkka is like the worst hero.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad,
so
especially when you
bad.
can be someone like Warlock and just run around a hospital being like, "You're better, you're better, you're better."
But then you're like some warlock. You're ugly and you're
Hey, don't
devil's
do my
bitch.
dude daddy like this.
You're devil's
It's all right.
bitch.
He's
I
the
don't
silver
like
fox.
that, man. I'd rather be I don't know. Actually, this isn't easy. I guess Raid King. You're a king and you can't die. So
Yeah, but
unless you really mess it up and die twice in a row.
you're not getting any honeys though. Like, you're
Why not?
you're
You're
only
a
getting
king,
gold diggers. You're only getting gold diggers now. You're not.
No, man, it doesn't work. Life doesn't work. Because like Raid King would be a boss when it comes to girls in real life because he's a boss and he just shows up. He has this swagger, that attitude. Like there's no way that guy wouldn't get some. Like I'm telling you right now. 100%.
I can sort of see it. I can sort of see it.
Yeah.
Skeletons. I don't feel like. Oh, I mean, you basically
Yeah,
just got
that
like.
definitely wouldn't be helpful, but you don't have to.
I don't know. They could just like do shit for you around the house, right?
Ah, yeah, right. But they're mindless. They just go around and crush stuff.
Yeah, true. You'd be like Hoover, just like walk out the door with a Hoover, and start hoovering the street like shit.
Just destroying shit. I don't know. I wouldn't let the skellies out, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely housebound skeletons.
What else has respawn? Anything else has respawn? Nothing, right?
Dying does at level 25, or is it level 20?
Yeah. I mean,
But I mean, no one wants to be
Uh,
undying. Let's be real.
yeah, that's true. Definitely undying. No amount of swagger helps. Unless you're
He's
into some
literally
god,
surrounded by
god
flies.
chicks, I guess.
get a big titty goth girlfriend if you're undying.
Yeah.
Easy.
That can help. Yeah.
Wow, your fly, they're like so sexy.
I really like your flies.
It's like so edgy.
Yeah. Your horns, though. Anyhow, like talking about the draft a little bit, they have the Mars Phoenix Warlock combo. That's a lot of team fight potential with the Monkey King too.
Yeah,
as
very
well.
easy as well. You just basically have like these big circles for the Phoenix to just egg
Yeah.
upon. Like,
So and also Aachen City Esports, they have nothing versus the Phoenix too. So if you're Aachen, you would be thinking about Nikes or Jug, but they're banned out. You would be thinking about Stark or Troll, but they're also banned out.
banning the troll themselves, bit of a yellow move, but kind of understand it as they're the ones with the Undying and the Conquer, and us is going to be the pickup for Pavaga. So
it's
that
a
would be another hero versus the Phoenix, which is now not in the pool.
Yeah, and it's also a hero that works well versus Ench. Later on,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
Early
big
on,
time.
you think Ursa is good, but he isn't that good on the lane if Ench plays well. What you do versus Ursa is you take enchant, you wait for him to use overpower, and then you take it off.
The cheeky dispel.
Yeah, you just dispel it. That's how you play. Yep, and let's see what the pick for Aachen is going to be.
Ooh, PA, this is a really, really tough one. So, of course, the Phantom Strike now does allow you to change targets and still keep the attack speed. But doing that against Phoenix is much, much easier said than done. You need to have an enemy unit close by. And that's a kind of big ask in the middle of a team fight. But we'll see if Beachin can play it off. He does love this hero.
Yeah, I mean, Monkey King versus Kunkka is usually considered favorite for Monkey, but Kunkka, if he gets a couple of rotations versus Monkey, he can definitely take it. Then again, if he doesn't get any rotations, Kunkka just dies in that lane, and Monkey King just rolls over him. Ursa should win versus Enchantress with the help of Warlock, but we'll have to see how that lane goes, as LeBron is most likely going to be there messing with them too. and the PA plus Undying versus Phoenix plus Mars. I think this lane might be all right for Aachen. Undying is good versus Mars and Phoenix, both strength heroes, so
Yeah, feels
that
pretty
might be
good.
helpful. I love the Undying set, by the way. It looks like. Did you watch that game, The Last of Us?
I've
Or
seen
maybe,
it. I've never really
yeah,
played it, but
yeah. It's like it's about this like zombies that are basically people that are turned into zombies by some mushrooms, and they turn into these kind of creatures. Looks pretty dope. Anyway, I have to say that yeah, Hen City Esports, they have the skill, they have the experience, they have the age seniority on their side, but Pavaga Junior, their lineup, for me at least, it is centered around their big ultis, but it looks easier to execute. We'll see if they'll be able to do it or not.
yeah, I think they've drafted pretty well for themselves here. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think Pavaga put themselves in a really good position. Aachen, it's a little bit more niche. You need a couple of things to go your way. I think definitely shutting down either the Mars Phoenix or Monkey King is going to have to be the job of this Kunker in the middle of these fights, which is kind of a big ask, having to stop one of these heroes from basically fulfilling their role. Because if all of these guys get everything off, then these fights are just going to be really, really hard. So DM, he's got his work cut out for him. PA as well, she has to be able to kill these eggs. We've already talked about how difficult that's going to be, so...
It comes down to mid and how well it goes. This mid on Aachen City Sports DM has to do well, and there's a high probability that this monkey is going to stomp him. Then again, DM is a really good mid player, so maybe he finds a way of dealing with monkey. Monkey versus Kunkka was monkey favored even before Kunkka couldn't deny. Now that he can deny the creeps with Tidebringer, I think it's even easier for monkey. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what DM can do. I mean, he's pretty good in these unfavorable matchups. We've seen him pull off some pretty shock wins in the past, so hopefully he can do the same here again and put this laning phase on an equal footing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see how VTune does versus the Phoenix Egg, because this isn't something which has been in the game particularly long time. The Phantom Strike keeping its attack speed, and of course, especially because Phoenix has been out of meta for such a long time as well, that we don't
And
really
PA
see
as
this
well.
matchup, right? Yeah, both of them. It's very rare to see it, so I'm
You
interested to
see
see
here and there.
how well it does. Yeah.
Here and there you see Phoenix, but PA like never. The last time I saw PA was Magnus plus PA on ESL, I think. I don't
Yeah, I think
I
OG
even saw it
played
on
it
Epicenter. Yeah.
once. Not sure. Yeah, it's not popular, and for good reason as well. PA, she's just a bit too slow, a bit too weak in the laning phase. Like, it just doesn't offer quite enough. She
was
can
broken.
hard carry games, but nah.
She was crazy broken for a few months, and they nerfed her into the ground.
Yeah, I'm glad. I didn't enjoy seeing PA in every game I played. Strangely, did you?
Not really. No, I didn't enjoy being bursted down by minute 11 with one dagger. That didn't feel really great. She
No.
basically would buy 4 raid band space boots and she would kill you with one dagger. How's that good?
Yeah, I mean, she's one of those heroes which I wouldn't be mad if she got a redesign. Like, I don't think she's a fun hero. I don't think functionally she does anything particularly unique right now, and never really has. I don't know. I feel like PA could be in line for like just. I mean, what is she? She's just crits, right? She's just crits. That's all she is. Like, dagger is not an interesting or fun spell. I guess triple dagger is kind of unique.
Let me ask you something else. Would you like to be a PA in real life?
No, I'm gonna say.
No? All right.
I mean,
You're boring. You're a boring person. I mean, for a day, why not?
for a day. Oh yeah, for a day I'd do it for sure.
Yeah.
Not my whole life, but yeah.
Yeah, for a day, definitely.
To be fair, if given the chance to turn into a girl for a day, and any girl, I'd take it.
And all right.
No, like I just want to see. I just wonder if it
just
is
wanna
that.
see, I know.
Is it that much? No, no.
You haven't seen it before? Don't you
I've
have
seen
a
it in the
girlfriend?
videos, but in person, well,
Come on, man.
we're very Christian.
All right. I get it. Very, very commendable.
But no, seriously, like chemically and like, you know, they have pheromones, we have hormones, that sort of thing. You know, everything's, I mean, obviously they have hormones as well, but estrogen versus, I just want to see what it's like. You know, is it a big difference? Would everything change? I don't know.
That's the mystery of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something we'll never know, my friend.
Dang.
Well, unless you decide to know, then you can know. There are ways. There are some injections that you can
Pretty
take.
extreme way to go just to find out, you know.
I mean, you can do it.
Go through all that and then
Same.
come out the other side. Well, now I know. Can I go back?
No, you can't.
Uh-oh.
Then you take some other injections, I guess. And
Let's play
hormone
ping pong with your...
whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works completely. Yeah.
No, I've got a very close friend who's transitioning, so I know the process pretty thoroughly. It's quite fascinating, actually. We're pretty good at our whole medicine thing, us humans. Anyway, Happy is being chased by this Undying. He's obviously having a good time in this lane with this Decay, able to basically just be the boss in this top lane. He'll definitely be trying to harass this Mars, and of course you get a bunch of Decays on the Mars, and yeah, look at that. The dagger comes through at the same time. It's just so much damage. The guy has 580 health. He's a strength hero.
He's a strength hero, but that's the problem with Undying. He just spams the decay. This is a very high value stick lane. I think you should definitely take it as soon as possible. You need sticks on this lane versus the Undying and versus the PA. On the mid lane, Monkey is kinda even so far, and on the bottom lane, Enchantress is being protected by the Nyx. So nothing too special happening in the lane so far.
No, things pretty normal. We expect to see the Monkey King start to take over this lane.
Top lane
and when we
Phoenix.
do look, ooh, he's getting low. He's getting low, but they don't really have the chase right now. I don't know. Decay in 5 seconds won't be enough. No, realizes he's not going to chase this one any further.
Yeah, he had sticks. He wasted that Sal. One tango would have been enough to heal him up completely, but I guess he wanted to go back into the fray and fight with the Undying and PA.
The guy's ready to go. He wants action. He's bored of these boring laning phases. Let's go. Let's draw some blood.
Aknart has completely zoned them so far. Did an incredible job versus these two. But that's what Undying does versus two strength heroes.
Yeah.
Normal.
He's in the zone, exactly where he wants to be. And he'll taunt away this game. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, LeBron gets tipped up, so I would imagine this wasn't a very good gank, if I'm being full analysis mode.
In the last game, Ergon did the same thing to LeBron. He tipped him after that. Tiny rotated in. He tried to mess with
Yes.
him.
I thought LeBron was kind of known to be, like, non-tilter, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember seeing him. He's not really a tilter, no.
Some guy on Reddit told me VTune was a tilter, so...
Definitely.
Right.
He is. Yeah, I can say that for sure. I had that guy in my pub sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've seen him drop items and such before.
Yeah. Bot lane, they're going ham on the Warlock, but they missed the stun. And
Well, that's alright then.
and Undying is going to deny himself on the top lane, but this will be Phoenix's kill. Yep.
Yeah, he's in. He actually gets it. Easy peasy. That's
I mean,
not ideal. That's really not ideal.
That was like a couple of mistakes from Undying. He didn't wait the decay stacks to run out, and he also didn't put the stout shield out of his inventory. So at least if he put the stout shield out, maybe he would have survived. But mistakes have been made.
Well, you died actually, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's he would have died faster. By
Yeah.
that.
Therefore, winning the in-game. Yeah, that was a weird game. That was a weird game.
He wouldn't have given the first blood and experience to Phoenix, and this Phoenix is now level 3. He's the same level as
wow.
PA for what?
Yeah, he's been out of lane pretty heavily, and look at this Mars approaching level 4 as well. This lane could get real rough, and look at him just swooping through, burning everything up. It's been an absolute nuisance right now, but Ekenart still can be the king of this lane if he just basically sits on the front lines, which he's certainly going to do. Just be an absolute pain.
He
in
has
this
to be careful,
Mars
a bit
but-
more careful from now on. But yeah.
Ooh, oh.
Missed
Yeah,
the
oh,
spear.
in comes
Okay,
DM though, flying in. What up, guys? I got a haste rune. Now you're dead. Kazzle, he's gonna take a fall.
Yeah. Pours back mid. Good rotation from him. He understood that this lane on mid lane is already kind of coming to an end. for him.
Yeah.
So he
It's
can't really do
expected.
a lot versus Ergon, but Ergon needs to be careful. Nyx is rotating in.
Yeah, he,
But this Nyx has-
Nyx! He didn't have Spike Carapace. He still had it on cooldown, so that's just an easy health for Monkey King right now. And nice dodge as well from the Tidebringer. In comes the Assassin, wants to use his Impale again. Oh no! Oh dear, that's not the right way to use those spells, but luckily we'll get away with it. And
Ergon has to be careful.
Yeah, that's just gets out of range of the Tidebringer. Wow, that was close. He's playing it to the line. I respect that.
Yeah, definitely you have to do that. Both Kunkka and Monkey have done fairly well in this mid lane. But Kunkka with that rotation top lane and Monkey with just playing the Monkey game, zoning out the Kunkka and just pressuring him. You have to win that lane if you're a Monkey. If you don't win that lane, your game is done.
Yeah. I'm taking them risks as well. You know, playing like that, you know, when there's two heroes in your lane, but just trying to read their spells and play it to the line as much as possible, it's kind of what you have to do to get better at the game, isn't it? Because
Of course. You just have to push yourself to the limit. If you don't, you just won't improve as a player. That's usually what mid laners do very well. There's these mid laners that push their aggressive play to the limit, and there's these mid laners that push their defensive play to the limit. And I don't know. We've seen both styles be very successful in the pro scene. Sometimes it's the one, sometimes it's the other. If you master both, then you're really good. Like no one or Sumail even. Eknart.
oh yeah, he's
Ops
getting
the
dived onto
full
tower
storm.
by this double damage Monkey King right now, and with the Boundless Strike able to finish off that kill. Now looking over towards V-Tune instead, and they do deal with the Team Stone as well, so no slows coming out, but in comes a stun, in comes a boat, they're all tied up together, and actually, just, did he dodge that out? I think he dodged out the damage of the boat. Meanwhile, Appy is gone. He's not going to be surviving this one as Ekenart comes back in, brought back to life. Ergon's in trouble, and he's going to get snapped down by Ekenart, coming back into this game in a big way. Meanwhile, DM hiding in the tree lines from Kazzle. Might be able to get a kill if he goes in for the X mark, so he's still got a bit of a cooldown there and just doesn't want to straight up die to a God's Rebuke, which is kind of fair enough.
He would just die, so it's good he backed off. But that's Monkey rotating in, dying together with Phoenix. Overall, I think that's pretty good for Aachen City Esports. They get the kills there, and they take down the Monkey, which is so important. You don't want to let him snowball this early on. Also, one big thing is this Mars is only level 4. He's suffered quite a lot on that top lane. At the same time, Funnick 5 and 3/4 already on the bottom lane, getting to that 6.
Yeah, big juxtaposition between the two offlaners right now as Kazzle's really struggling in this one, despite the relatively good start they had to this lane. But one good rotation from the Kunkka, and now another good fight from Aachen puts them behind.
His CS is good though, like so there's that. His CS is alright on the Mars. He
They're
has
going again.
almost the same as
That Impale somehow lands. Didn't really look like it should have, but there we go. I won't complain as the spear comes out, pushing back the next assassin and ruining any attempt at the kill they could have had, though the slow's still coming through. Mars moving pretty slowly, but they can't chase him under tower.
They let him go. He uses the shrine. He's ready to go back and defend. That ward is devoured. Oh, the courier. Oh, they messed up. The God's Rebuke. They didn't think about that. And the courier has fallen. That's a huge deal. Yeah, that's a lot of gold that you give away to the Mars and his whole team. Mid lane, however, the torrent is there. X mark after.
Nice setup. Yeah, there we go. Got the X mark. They've got the boat. They've got an Impale if they want to use it as well. A lot of lockdown to stop him being able to get off this Jingu, but they're not killing him. They're not finishing him off. I'm really surprised. I feel like if DM stays there, they have more than enough lockdown to make sure he can't get off that final hit of Jingu and turn it around.
Definitely. He uses Invis even. So there was no risk involved too. It's very unlikely that they have the sentry because you have the ward there, so they would have devoured it earlier. He could have just used that Invis and hit the Monkey one extra time. But then if he did that, most likely he dies after. Still though, it would have been a good trade for him. So very interesting that they just let their Nyx die instead of taking down the Monkey first.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, very un-DM-esque as well. You know, usually DM's been a very aggro player in this middle lane, but not today.
Yep. Surprised myself as well. Enchantress, Panic, hero the player and hero we didn't really discuss a whole lot in this game. This lane has been really silent, but he has won it. 39, now 40 CS. Definitely not as good as the Ursa, but offlane edge, he did all right.
Yep.
And he's now pushing. You see this build, he has like phase boost, wand, and Basilisk. Basilisk gives him some mana, also allows him to push a bit better. The extra armor.
Yeah, Bazzy, it's still a value pickup for some heroes. We want to put in a top lane. He tries to go for the steal on the Bron there, but doesn't quite manage it. And now he's getting run down, being set on fire, trying to run to the trees. But the spear, the kill, it's easily done. And the spear actually kills the kills the Monkey King's tree as well. So causing him to get stunned up.
Well, that's a decent kill. Overall, Aachen City Esports, they are playing this game all right. They are forcing these small movements. They did lose the Nyx right there, but they're rotating across the map fairly well. Some misplays here and there they could have taken, let's say that Kunka there, maybe the Nyx didn't have to die, but overall the game plan that they have at the moment is alright. The problem starts now. The problem starts now when Warlock gets the tome, when the Phoenix gets the tome. Now you have two big ultimates on the side of Pavaga. And this is where you have to ask yourself, like, how exactly do we fight into this? How exactly do we force these fights? This Enchantress will fall to the egg and Fatal Bonds combo too. So you need a lot of items on the PA, and they're preparing themselves for that, it seems. You can see, if you click on VTune, you'll see that he's queued up a Battle Fury. That's a very farming-oriented item, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's very common for PAs now, right? Like, if you're picking up this hero... I believe Puppy called it a pocket anti-mage. Basically just anti-mage Mark 2, where you get that Battle Fury. You just farm up on that hero now. It's the only way to make it that useful.
Yeah, then again, Battle Fury is pretty used. So, it's going to be a while until we see this PA active on the map because of that Battle Fury. Then again, she isn't really fighting... She isn't really scaling versus super late game carries. She's scaling versus Ursa and Monkey King. So later on, if the game does go super late, they can definitely take it. Happy is being chased on top lane.
He's a bit, isn't he? And that's going to be a stun coming out. He tries to go for the Icarus type, but doesn't quite get it off in time. And if he goes for it now, then he's going to take... Oh, no, the slow comes in. So the impetus doesn't come out onto him. So Happy will be all right. Failed again.
It wasn't about the slow, it was about the spiked carapace. LeBron was trying to block it, but he went in the wrong direction, and dive went in the other one, so he couldn't block the dive with carapace. Usually if he dives and you carapace in the same spot, you stop it. So a little bit unfortunate there for Aachen again.
Yeah,
but a very, very slow start. Seven kills, 13 minutes in. Come on, guys, do something.
Yeah, we're bored. We're broadcasters. We want to see something happen. Go on. Funnick, kill him. Kill Fun. No, he's going for the creeps instead. But Funnick's feeling aggressive. Here we go. All right. And the spear knocks him out of the way. And we're back to farming. LeBron, he's no. Backing away. All right, Ergon, no. He has just picked up a big item. He's got this Echo Saber. This is an item which screams, I want to fight some people. And Ergon, he's going to make his way over. What can he find? What does he see? Where does he go? Setting themselves up. They've got themselves a Nyx Assassin skewered up inside that. Oh, actually, the Boundless Strike missing. And now with the Bloody Arena coming down and the ultimate coming down with the... Oh, ultimate's down, actually. Wukong's egg, Bloody Arena. It's all coming down. Warlock Golem as well, just to make it all of them. As down goes LeBron, down goes Ekanat. They're looking towards DM and Funnick as well. Funnick trying to turn around here as that Spear goes on a bit of a journey. Happy taking a fair amount of damage in that one there. As trying to get himself away, and in comes the spear to finish the job. And Ergon grabs DM as well. Not even sure if that was intentional, but he finds it all the same.
I mean, you can't fight this team. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Your PA is farming her Battle Fury. I mean, you should be hunting with Nyx Assassin, cutting the lines somehow. Your team fight is useless versus these heroes. Perhaps right now you can fight them as they've wasted every single... Well, not wasted. They've used every single... ultimate. Perhaps now you can try and fight them, but when they have their ultis, just split push and try to make them waste their ultis for one target. Like throw one hero into the fire so they use the rock or the egg. If you try to fight them when they have everything, if they have everything ready and you fight them like that, you just get wiped. So that's exactly what happened.
Rough lessons being learnt for Aachen right now, as they may have to stop underestimating Pavaga at some stage, but this is very much a draft issue just coming out to play in the game right now, as Kanat gets jumped upon by Ergon as well. And he's going to get the tombstone as well. Oh, is he? He's not, actually.
He's not going for it, and it's
Yeah.
difficult to get it. It's on that cliff, so...
Yeah,
Enchantress
two
at
TP
least
points
is
near you as well.
pressuring mid. This is good from them, but Fatal Bonds are there. Upheaval too.
Oh, the slows. The slows. He's actually getting slowed down himself. Everybody's being slowed right now. As in comes the field.
Phoenix,
Oh,
that's
nice
a
job.
mistake.
LeBron catches him. Now they've got him locked down. Now they can finish him off, and that's going to be a kill for the side of Aachen. He
of
wanted to
course
do
you tip
something,
him
but there's
there.
nothing he could. Yeah.
You have to tip him there. Like, that play is very bad from Phoenix. It's not something that you ever do.
The psychological damage coming in.
Yep. I'd tip him. I'd tip him so hard. It's crazy. I would do more than just
Okay,
tip
that's
him.
against the free deny, and now with the bloody arena coming down, though, they might actually be able to fight this one, but the boat's going to be dropped on top of it. But Funnick hits one, dropping low, and he will die to Wukong's command. Now they go towards DM as well. DM just trying to run himself out, but so slowed by everything, and with the Ursa on top of him, there's no surviving. Pirate versus Bear. Well, the Bear wins every time, unfortunately. However, we do now have a Battle Fury completed by VTune, who has just been completely ignored through his entire engagement, so she can start to climb up this net worth chart, but still has a long way to go before she's anywhere near online. And she's also
Yep.
going for the BKB immediately afterwards, which always feels a little bit like, well,
PA has just been on this bottom lane farming, right?
yeah.
Not really a whole lot has been done by him. But after he gets that BKB, perhaps he can join his teammates and start fighting. Is it going to be too late or not? It's always that way with PA, you know.
Yeah.
It's always that way. Like, you're playing on the edge.
Funnick, dead again. Ergon will grab it, but they're still looking to fight this one, Aachen, as, or maybe Erkenart's the only one looking to fight this one. He does get an egg for this, so that's something. Meanwhile, they've got two locked down on the backlines here. This is very nice. Maybe they get both the kills in time, though. The rest of the team making their way over, and with the enrage in the air, so it forces them back. They'll have to chill out for the time being.
Simon, he might be
coming
jumped on.
forwards. He's going for it right now. They want to try and get this kill into the Warlock. They want to try and get anything, but down comes the Golem. And now in comes the Monkey King on top of them as well, just trying to back them up as much as possible. LeBron running through with the Spike Carapace. Oh, nice dodge.
Turns into a banana. Yeah.
Yeah, and as we well know, bananas don't take damage, so...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Overall, I think Aachen City, they played that fight in a decent way. They forced them to use their spells in a separate manner. They take down the Mars in the back as well. Yeah, Funnick did get destroyed immediately, but PA showed up. She got a kill on Kazal. So overall, it's better. It's an improvement from everything that we've seen so far by Aachen.
Wow, these win percentages. Have a guess at what Dota thinks the win percentage is for Pavaga right now.
Like 75%.
91%.
91? That's too harsh. That's too much. I won't give them that.
Well, betting
I
odds are
think-
saying a similar thing. They're saying 1.04. It's pretty
I mean, because of
convincing,
that
and
team fight, I guess, on the
LeBron-
top lane.
Ooh,
But
man,
you
it's
have a
dodgy.
PA.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? The PA is always going to be a factor. LeBron trying to get away there. They see him in the trees here, but they don't. Yes, they do. They've got the God's Rebuke to
Rebuke.
finish him off. Goodbye, sir.
No, I wouldn't say it's that high. 91%, that's too much in my opinion. You're
Agreed.
still playing into a PA Enchantress Gunka. They can defend high ground. Well, they aren't really the best at defending high ground, to be honest. But if they find a way to defend high ground and go super late,
Radiant's middle tower
maybe
is
they
under
can win.
attack.
But yeah, I would give them at least 70. I would give them at least 25%. I wouldn't give them 9%. There's the Blink on Ursa. There's MKB being queued up by Ergon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, what does Phoenix have? Full vessel completed. Alright, I'm giving them 91%. Fine. They're just
looking
so
real
well
good.
stacked. Yeah. But while the supports, Undying does not scale at all. Warlock and Phoenix scale really well. Undying, like the only thing that he scales with is his Tombstone, and he needs to wait level 20 for that, so it's really bad.
Conqueror's just finished off a Halberd. Gives you some evasion. The ability to disarm the Monkey King is always pretty nice. And the Ursa, yeah. Both heroes which hate being disarmed.
Are fortified.
If everybody gets a Heaven's Halberd, they could be in a really good position. Aachen.
Yeah, with the Heaven's Halberd and maybe
Rapier
I don't
reach.
know. It's hard for me to make a fair. Like usually whenever I'm casting, I'm trying to make some good points and see a different perspective, look at the game from a different angle, see what these underdogs can do, like in a game such as this one. And like the only thing that I see in this particular match is this PA going ham, getting a BKB, and separating Pavaga's teamfight somehow. But if that doesn't happen, they have grim tidings for them, I think.
Tower is under attack.
Yep, hard to really see it going any other way. Still, V-Tune, all eyes on him. Meanwhile, Pavaga.
Monkey King Bar
Big,
completed
yeah.
the Monkey. So Monkey has... Does he have one Monkey King Bar now or two Monkey King Bars? Or is his Monkey King Bar enhanced? Did it just get bigger? Did it get thicker? Is the girth long, like better?
Yeah, much
What's
girthier, I
happened?
think.
Much girthier, alright.
Yeah, yeah. And don't forget, more girth isn't always better. You know, you gotta.
That's why you can't miss. Because it's such a big girth.
It's wide.
It's so wide that you can't miss. I
Can't
get
dodge
it.
it, yeah.
Now I get it. Now I get how it works.
You're welcome. They're searching around the jungle right now. DM
DM
could be
is
a
gonna
really good
feel the
target right
girth.
now. Oh no, it's coming down on Tim really hard and really fast. There's a boat coming in to try and give him some strength. That will help out a little bit. With the heals coming in, he actually somehow survives this engagement. Thank you, boat. Thank you. Heaven's Halberd. That was absolutely huge. But meanwhile, Funnick held
good
still, but they're
impale.
going in the backlines here. V-Tune, he's managed to take down the Aegis, and down goes Happy as well. That means no egg in this engagement, but they will still throw down the arena and the Wukongs and the Golem trying to bring this one down. But all they bought is Funnick so far as they run around this fight and just completely disengage. But no disengaging for Unix Assassin. Gets thrown back into the fight by the spear, and now the X-Mark's just dragging back the monkey, allowing Ekanat to get out as well. V-Tune just spamming out these daggers from afar.
And Nyx Assassin started that game so well. LeBron got like a two-man impale, I believe, and a big two-man impale on the Phoenix and the Warlock. Phoenix was a little bit too close there, got caught, killed off before he can use his egg. Not really the perfect positioning by him, but yeah, LeBron abused that and made them actually win a team fight. They also took Ursa's Aegis down, so
Yeah.
pretty well played by Aachen City Esports, and that PA got a lot out of the fight. She has the BKB and Belt of Fury completed, getting closer to that Desolator, I believe.
Just so many Mithril Hammers.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be a cosmetic for PA, just Mithril Hammers. She builds so many of them.
Mithril Hammers on PA.
Yeah. Dude, I'm on for it. Just replace both of her swords with one big hammer.
Both of her, so turn her into an Omni Knight.
More or
Female
less,
version
but
of
really
Omni Knight.
fast attacking Omni Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually look dope. I can see that. Like her just swinging that hammer, you know. You
Yeah.
know that there's I can see it in going two ways. You know that game that you cannot win. When you're a guy in a cauldron and you're just swinging that hammer.
Yeah.
I can see it in that way. She swings the hammer in that way, or I don't know. Like you said, you're training and you're going to the gym. Have you seen those guys that actually work out with hammers? There's like it's not a real hammer, but it looks very much like a hammer, and you just swing it around. There's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah, like the
you know what I mean, right?
the hit guys, yeah.
Yeah. Like they just have this hammer that they work out with, so
Yeah.
and they swing it around. It looks pretty cool. Maybe
Radiant's
that's
top
the
tower
way.
is under attack.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
We'll submit it. LeBron? That's I guess Happy's got nothing to cancel that with, so just mocks him. And now stuns him from base as well.
The classic stun, the
Yeah.
carapace stun from base, punishes you.
Get good.
Yeah.
Game's taken a step back again. We had a bit too much action throughout the early mid, and now we are into the thick of the mid game. We got to slow things down, pump the brakes a bit.
Yeah, because what are the odds now? Tell me, like the percentage of win rate. I think it got lower, right? It's not 91% anymore.
No, 82 now.
82. Yeah, it's gonna drop to 75 soon. If Pavaga Gaming do not do anything in this next couple of minutes, they need to use these ultimates properly. They need to use them together. And I think one big hero for side of Aachen City is this Nyx assassin, LeBron on it. He's the one that's so important for the team to give them vision, to scout out the Warlock and Phoenix. If they manage to take them down first, the team fight should be a bit easier for Aachen.
LeBron just constantly scouting out, looking for this meme hammer. Gonna have
That's
some
it. He
fun.
scouts them now. He sees them, but the problem is he's afraid that they have some sentries. He's gonna take the bounty. And
Yeah, he takes
will
it
get dusted,
immediately,
but-
gets dusted, goes to the TP away.
Rock
and
him!
Rock him! Just do it! Nah.
Well, there was
What a
Ergon.
wuss.
He was able to bound the strike there, but he didn't want to. So
Showing some mercy.
yeah, they let LeBron go with their gold as well, as he did steal that bounty. I wouldn't show them. I wouldn't show him any mercy.
No. Well, DM's just farming up. He's now finished up his BKB. That's a big pickup from him. Not that he needed it, because he's even perfectly tanky without it, but now just giving him the freedom in the team fights to always get off his spells and just sit on that front line. On the PA, she's got the Desto. It could be a really good time for Aachen to fight.
Mid lane. It's a good time for them to fight, but it's always a good time for Pavaga boys to fight as well.
Jumping
They're
in,
going
the
in.
spear of Ash. He connects up to the Phantom Assassin. I don't think that was deliberate, but then comes the Arena now coming down with the Supernova backing them up as well. BKBs are being used, but it's LeBron who pops. The carries are not really taking that much damage. They just run themselves away. Econart might be the new target, but this is all the ultimates drop from Pavaga. They only get themselves one kill. This is pretty bad for them, actually. As they go in deep, they find themselves in charges, but there's no backup, and he can't bring them down by himself. Torrent will miss. The Golem is chasing, but won't be doing much. They'll focus on this tier 2 tower instead. But now is a real opportunity for Aachen to fight. But then again, they don't have their BKBs, so I'm not sure they might want to go against this anyway, but I'm pretty sure once their BKBs are off cooldown, they're going to be wanting to fight again. Nice little blink there from Kazal just to get away from the Torrent.
Pavaga Gaming, that, as you said, they did win the fight in taking down Nyx. But objectively, if they took that fight around Rosh, it would be so much better.
Yeah.
Or if they didn't even take the fight, if they just went into the pit and waited for Aachen to go to them. Right now, they have no ultis and Aachen are smoked up. They'll have their BKBs in 50 seconds. So that team fight was not good, bottom line, for Pavaga. They could have played it a lot better.
Yeah.
Strategically, it's a fail.
A strategical loss. The worst kind sometimes. DM just rocking up into the high ground. What up, boys? I'm going to go on your Warlock right now. But meanwhile, as they're going for the wraparound players, trying to bring down LeBron instead. LeBron moving to the trees. Ergon's on top of him, though. But the sun comes down. Now the meme hammer coming down onto him as well. But he will eventually fall. LeBron will be the first death. But PO goes down. The Ursa is dead. That's a huge kill. Now with the BKBs, they want to chase for more. Tyson just trying to go out that's on the front lines. But the Gombies are there. It's Resident Evil up in here because everybody's just getting slowed down to oblivion. They can't deal with the tombstone. And they're just going to get picked off one by one. Almost like it was written in a book. Can do exactly as predicted as they take this fight, blow this game wide open, and shove Pavaga to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's all on Pavaga. They didn't have the ulti. They used their ultimates around that tier 2 objective that isn't really that big for them at the moment. They didn't want to go into the pit first instead and just take the Rosh, force Aachen Gaming to fight around the Rosh, and then lose the fight because you have all these ultimates. Instead, they use all their ultimates around the tier 2, and then they lose the Rosh fight, which means they also lose the Aegis and Cheese, which puts them in a really bad spot as that V-Tune Phantom Assassin is getting that Basher soon now too. And can you tell me, what is the win probability now? Was I right? Is it below 75? Maybe it's even 70 now.
It's 71.
71. Yeah, I mean, I told you, man.
You did.
I can see
exactly
the future.
right.
I can
Are
see
you
the
Gabe?
future. I mean, have I been wrong once in these 3 games? So
No, you've been exactly head on.
because these teams are very like clear, like you can read what they're going to do. At the
Yeah.
same time, Pavaga Gaming, they are showing a little signs of inexperience here and there with some of their movements.
Yeah,
have
there's
been
been
a
a
bit
couple of
better.
mistakes made. Couple of strategic mistakes, as you quite rightly called out.
That fight as well, Ursa was
Oh, PA. Oh, PA. Diamond, that is a sad, sad death indeed. Nobody
One
likes
dagger.
being 2-shot by the PA.
1 dagger and I'm die. I believe that's the correct meme.
Yeah, good memeing.
Radiant's middle tower
Ursa, he used the Empower in that last fight and went for PA instead of the Tombstone, as PA was overpowered, sorry. As PA was standing exactly on top of the tombstone, and he couldn't right-click the tombstone, even though he wanted to. So that was also very unfortunate.
All well planned. Double damage Kunkka does absolutely nothing to the Ursa. But they don't really need him to be doing much damage. PA is there for that.
Yeah, they can push
Kunkka,
as
he's just a
well.
pirate.
Their objective taking is really bad on side of Aachen City Gaming, Aachen City Esports. They need to get some pickoffs instead. PA, see, yeah, there's a basher on her too. So going
Ready to
towards that
bash
abyssal.
some
Oh,
fools.
Ergon. Actually,
Gone in
did-
deep here. Can they get the kill? The stun comes in, and the Enchantress doing a ton of damage from the high ground. They've kept the lock down, but he finally gets that BKB off, and now they could look for the turnarounds. They've got down the Arena of Blood. LeBron, he's going to be the first one to fall in this, just running through the Wukongs and getting picked off. Meanwhile, Ergon going in deep, trying to find the Enchantress. Funnick running away. She's up onto the high ground. Now they look to turn this one around, but Funnick, he's getting so low, and now comes the Ursa to finish the job. And now they look towards V-Tune as well, but V-Tune, he's already fighting up with Ergon right now. Ergon dropping so low, the Sunray healing him up as well, fighting into V-Tune. V-Tune will though once. Enchantress buys back, TPing to the shrine. Pavaga, they're backing out right now. The impetuses will follow as Simon just runs at them. He's saying, what's up, guys? Fight me instead. Let my team get away. Ekanart will get casually picked up on the side by Ergon here as they're hanging around, seeing if they could go back in maybe, but Simon gives his life for the cause. Absolutely deliberate feed there from him, just trying to hold them back and give them the information they need to kind of
he did
decide.
that in one of the previous games too. He likes to walk in like that and just die to buy some space for his teammates. Sometimes it's unnecessary, but that time it definitely did.
Yeah, well,
All right.
interestingly, I noticed how the team was still hanging around. They had their blinks and they had the pounce. I feel like he was kind of saying, let's just get a feel for the situation. You know, using my death and using my body as like a kind of just
A
give
feel.
everybody a chance to, giving
feel
his
his
body
body
to
out.
feel. Yeah,
Test his body and check what you can do with it later.
exactly.
I mean, I understand.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, he did exactly that. Sadly, it didn't really work out for them. I mean, he died. The rest of his teammates fell back. That's good enough. But
Yep.
now it's on Aachen again to actually fight. As
They're going.
Oh,
They're
oh.
going for it. The ultimates are down, and next Assassin starts off the fight beautifully by getting that Spike Carapace off onto the spear. And look at the damage going through, but Force actually going to buy him a little bit of time, but nope, he's gone. Gazelle is dead. The X-Mark trying to back him into that one. Meanwhile, Akanale is taken down. Now they're going to focus on this Tombstone. I think I can actually backing out from this one as the Wukong's surprisingly off cooldown. It is a pretty short one as they jump forwards onto DM this time. Funnick going to throw some impetuses his way, try and just get in a bit of a spot of bother. They do bring him down a little bit low, but Ergon still wants to just run and try and chase down these Arcan heroes right now as they're up into the high ground. I'm still surprised they're running away. They don't have any ultimates left, but I guess they're pretty low on mana. Then they go for the shrines, just getting up those precious blue liquids.
Yeah,
More to
they
fight
need the
again.
blue liquid. They need the blue liquid a little bit. The way the fight started wasn't really perfect. They missed the impale and the meme hammer. Then also Enchantress used the pike on the Mars that was already dead if the pike wasn't used.
Yeah.
That
I was wondering what that was, because I was like,
Yeah.
I assumed someone forced him, but he wasn't facing the right direction. I didn't really get it.
Yeah,
but
he wasn't forced by his
Don't know
team.
why
It was
Hurricane
Enchantress. Funnick pretty much bought him some time.
yeah, misplay and waste of an item as well, which is one of her only items, literally her only item. So
It's like he has to use that pike properly on the right target. If he doesn't, he dishes out almost no damage. But overall, again, Pavaga Gaming, I think this is good for them as they're buying some time for their ultimates to be up, which they are, and now they can look to fight again. This game is... I don't know anymore. This game can go either way. PA definitely has the strength to win it later on, but she is playing versus two heroes. It's Ursa with an MKB and Monkey with an MKB too, so they can both take her down easily, and the team fight is there. It's on Enchantress and Kunkka to start pulling their weight too, but they aren't really doing a whole lot besides providing utility these fights.
yeah, and with their item builds as well, it doesn't really look like they're going to be doing much but provide utility throughout this game as well. So you kind of wonder about the future of Aachen. Are they really building for it, or are they looking to just win the game now? I don't think that's going to happen, but feels like that's what they're trying for.
This use on Enchantress is pretty much to deal with the vessel. It gives you some movement speed and some mana regen too, which is neat, but it's mostly to deal with the vessel. He's gonna die here though.
God. Oh no. He didn't last very long there at all as the smoke wraparound comes in, but they're still going to go. Arkan still want to fight this one, and they'll be able to start off with a very quick kill into the Phoenix, and now the Meteor Hammer coming down with a nice two-man turret, nice two-man boat as well. They're fighting this one pretty damn nicely, but down goes the Warlock, but now with the Marine of Blood coming down, the Nyx Assassin trying to waddle its way out of this one. They're backing out though. They realize that there's too many zombies here. The Tombstone is stacking up. Meanwhile, LeBron healed up on the front lines. They're running themselves away. Pavaga don't want to fight into this one anymore. The Warlock will be back in 30 seconds, but the Golem was dropped.
Yeah, they forced a couple of ultimates. They also forced the buyback from Phoenix. Aachen City, they're all right with how that went. The Tombstone positioning was on point. It's the main reason why Pavaga had to go back. ODM. There's no BKB on. Oh, eggs used?
Ultimate coming through from the Phoenix. Yeah, they're going to be able to take down LeBron at the very least. And DM might be in some trouble as well. The boat coming in, trying to give him that strength, trying to get himself out. See, really, PA? She might go into this one. She's in the middle. She's just sitting in the front lines right now. Doesn't have the BKB, but was able to take down the Ursa all the same. It's now, well, needs to get herself out. Needs to be careful. Eknard trying to give her the health to get away from this one, but he's out of mana. Only just being a blink target. Now,
Oh, baby!
there it is. There it is. The big girthy smackdown from Ergon there.
I felt that girth right there, man. That was very, very well played by Ergon and his teammates. At the same time, I respect the PA trying to go in and actually killing Ursa there, but sadly, Monkey's King Bar is way too strong.
There's another hero, unfortunately, and that's what we were saying just moments beforehand. You know, you've got the core versus core matchup. Great, like PA can beat either of these two in a 1-on-1, but on a 2-on-1, it's not really gonna happen. And up onto the high ground they go. Kunkka has buyback, but not really much point in him using it. He won't be able to stop this happening. And they've got the PA anyway, and they've got a Kunkka. Two heroes which can deal with super creeps pretty damn well. And they're not even going to take this, to be honest. It's enough for them to open up the shrines, yeah.
Tier 3, as you said, does open up the shrines, but they do hold overall. There is Roshan up, and this is the one with the refresher shard, which could be huge for Pavaga. 2 eggs, let's say, or 2 rocks, even 2 rocks, probably even better.
Yeah, screw 2 eggs. No one wants 2 eggs.
Yeah. I want 5 eggs at least for my morning breakfast. 2 eggs is
protein.
Like, 2 eggs is like whatever. It's not enough.
MK swoops in and picks it up. Dirty carry player. There we go. There we go. Gives it over to Simon. Good man. All right.
Of course you give it to Warlock.
Yeah.
There's...
Wow, Warlock's 14. That is really low.
He's 14.
Has he not been given tomes?
He's a minor. Yeah, you should give him at least to get that level 15, 60% experience gain.
Yeah.
Then you get the level super easily after. Level 20 from him is huge. Level 25 as well. You want that for to have a lot of levels.
Yeah.
I think I saw one game on Epicenter. Warlock had Midas early on. I think it was Lanham played position 4 Warlock. He went Midas, got level 25 so fast, had 7 golems in one fight, and they were all magic immune.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
So broken.
They just destroyed the enemy team. You couldn't fight the golems. And what's the worst part is they had these like magic-oriented cores, so they couldn't kill the golems at all. Stupid. Yeah, game did slow down once again. Pavaga Gaming, they have the Aegis, Cheese and Refresher, so they'll probably look to fight. They just need to find the pick-off first, but sadly for them, LeBron and the boys are doing quite a good job when it comes to split pushing. They forced out the bottom lane, forced them bottom, but at the same time PA and Nyx are top, forcing out top lane.
Yeah, his lanes are really pushed in right now, buying them a lot of time on the side of Aachen, but there's only so long they can burn down the clock for. Wondering if there's any items they're looking to try and grab before.
I mean, they deal with some Kunkka. Kunkka can buy like 2-3 more items. Same goes for Ench. Ench can get 2 more items, but Ench does not farm really fast. That's one of the low points of this hero. One of the reasons why players like Forev go for Maelstrom. Allows you to farm a bit better.
Okay, just casual bit of BM onto the Ursa there. Slowing him down, stomping him, and then running away. Hit and run.
Yeah, just a small little poke here and there. Nothing more.
And we're going to play some drums now as well. Go on, Centaur, get in there. I want to hear the music of your people. Ah, it's gone.
No, just monkeys.
Well, both teams just happy to farm away for the time being. I feel like you want to make something happen with his ages. They've got 2 minutes left on it still. What are our buyback statuses looking like? Pretty much green across the board.
Radiant are scanning.
Buybacks. Everyone's got them, more or less.
Yep.
I'm just looking at this next fight. It should be around. It should be around these monkeys. Yeah.
Well, LeBron might be the one to start it off. And they go, the X marks onto the Mars. But it looks like they're backing away on Aachen. Don't want to fight this.
You definitely
Meanwhile-
don't want to fight right now.
Top bounties still both up.
And
Nobody,
she healed herself.
Uh-oh. 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 Goodbye, Funnick. He's gone. And who else is in here as well? Ekenart's in the arena as well. I don't know how that caught out too, but it certainly did. Now both are going to die.
That's the pick-off that they needed. An Enchantress.
Yeah.
First,
mid
like, he's in a bad
go,
position.
Go.
Yeah, he's in a bad position, and then also he doesn't use the ult on Ursa. He used it on himself. That was just a misclick. Nyx at least is trying to creepscape, but he didn't get the full wave. 3 creeps ran away from him, so they aren't very lucky in that aspect too. This should be a side. You don't have Undying orange for 30 seconds. At least a side for Pavaga.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Well, it's going to be the middle side. And another look towards the bottom lane as well. 36 seconds, no Undying. Enchantress will be back in 12. As V-Tune jumps in with the bungee cord. Oh, it's a BKB force from Ergon. Well, not
And
really
the
forced
ulti
there,
from
just
Ursa,
Dire's
yeah,
structures
big
are fortified.
stuff. Little bit of an
pretty good.
overaction there. That's actually probably going to save their bottom racks.
yeah.
Prove to just think
Definitely
outside the box sometime. First time we've seen that.
Yeah, they forced the BKB because of that. They can't push any longer. You have to wait for it at least. So. Oh, look at that play. That was pretty cool. He dropped the gem. Wait. When the gem is dropped, no, that never mind. That can't
What's
be
up,
the.
dude?
You know that they changed so that you can see the gem
Yeah.
when it's dropped, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't like if you drop the gem around the ward, it won't give you true sight of the wards, right? It won't. You have to carry it to have the
I
true
think
sight.
it will.
Will it?
I think it will, yeah.
Really? If it's in that range, that's cool. I actually didn't see that before. Because that's not how it worked before the change was made, so that you can see the gem.
Yeah. No, I think they changed. I'm not 100%. I'll be
It
real
sounds
with
like
you.
it shouldn't, but yeah, it might be true.
Well,
Well,
oh my
Undying is
god,
definitely
there
dead.
goes Undying, and now LeBron just running around inside this arena, not really sure what to do with himself, and now gets skewered to the wall. The Sunrays on top of him as well, and Pio will say goodnight. LeBron and both the Undying are well gone as well. And look at the soldiers running out from the Wukong's here. Ergon, well, he tries to use it, does a bit of damage to V-Tune, but now has to back himself away. Gets stunned out by that dagger.
He's dead for 60 seconds, but if they manage to... He needs 100 gold for the buyback too, and 10 seconds. So he might be up a bit earlier, maybe in 30 seconds, but I don't think so. It's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, they need to get a kill for that time. Oh no, Funnick as well. Just a boundless strike allows them to get the blinks nice and safely to get these quick pickoffs, and that's another one dead. And this might be Megas. I can't really see this going any other way.
Yep, you can see the
The only thing
PA,
is they don't have creeps.
PA going for the MKB, I guess, to buy it, or maybe Rapier even, let's see.
Go Rapier.
for-
Go
Oh,
Rapier.
it's
Go
Great.
Rapier. There it is. Phantom Assassin bringing out the big guns. Let's see it. Let's go. The buybacks come out though, and this is going to force back Pavaga for the time being. Did manage to find the gold on the
They needed the
Nyx
Rapier
Assassin.
definitely on the PA. They needed
Yeah.
something, and the only unfortunate fact is that Pavaga went back. They didn't continue that
Yeah,
push.
now they have to really push themselves out of position here. Running on this high ground is going to be really scary, but they've got the blur to allow them to do this, and PO's going to be on the front lines here. Can they get the kill? In comes the
Rock.
damage from the PA, but the rock comes in. Is it enough? No, it is not. The Ursa is dead. Meanwhile, Mars just coming to fight on the front lines right now, but Vici just getting this damage off, and in comes the egg. They need to force this one down, but in comes Ergon on top of them as well. Yeah, holding him still. They're getting him low. This PA, she's nearly dead. A rapier, it's on the deck. They bring her down, and DM, the last one left
GG.
alive on the side of Aachen, but they just GG and tap out. This one is over, and this will be a victory for Pavaga. Pavaga Jr. take the series 2-0 over Aachen City. Wow.
This second game, they really had a very strong draft. This third game, I think they had a
Third
really
game,
strong
yeah.
draft, and they defeated a team that was superior with age at least, but not with their playstyle overall. Again, you could see that Aachen City Esports, they definitely have the strategical advantage playing against these guys, and that they playing very smart around the map. But it doesn't matter when you're playing into Warlock, Mars, and Phoenix. If you try to fight them a few times, you're definitely going to lose. And they had a few team fights, like 3-4 team fights that they lost, and game is done.
Yep, that's pretty much it. It's tied off with a nice little bow. Really well played from Pavaga Jr. in that last series, I would say, though. Like, previously, it was a bit of a bit clowny, maybe. It was more drafting. Well, not so much a drafting issue. They did manage to take a really nice fight from Aachen, especially on the on Simon on the Bane in the second game. Being able to get the wraparound and just kind of ruining the backlines of Aachen in that first game to really kind of swing it in their favor. This one, it was just kind of well played throughout, but really, really well drafted as well. They put themselves in a great position to be able to have a very simple way to win this one. And they carried it out beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's going to tie off this series in a nice little bow, and it's also going to mean that this is it from the LOOT.BET series today, but there will be plenty more action throughout the coming weeks. There's so much Dota going to be played over on these channels, so make sure you throw a follow, and of course, check out the LOOT.BET website. My name is Nomad, he's been Liz. If you enjoyed the cast, and please do throw us a follow. We're going to say goodbye, and see you next time. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Radiant victory.
LootBet. Made for live betting.